Today is your last day using hair glue. Why would they formulate something for your eyes called eyelash adhesive and then you go and use, ooh, my hair, and then you go and use hair glue? That don't even make sense. I'm gonna let you know all the tricks, all the tips that I have, so you don't have to live like that anymore. And I'm gonna just show you what triggered this. It was a post I saw on Anthony Cutt's page, and people were going off in the comments. It just shows like the picture of the hair glue and it says, "This is not lash glue." Go on Anthony Cutt's page and read the comments. People are like, well, it works for me. Well, regular eyelash glue don't work. Da, 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 da. People are like, oh, I like it better. It is for me. Like, that's not okay. Just say you need help and I'm going to help you. So anyway, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about the actual eyelash glues that I've used and tried. I actually did like a little Instagram poll, Instagram question, you know, the little question thing that they do on Instagram, and I asked people like what eyelash glues do people use and what eyelash glue didn't work for them, because I was really curious and I wanted to make this video to help people. So the #1 responses I was getting for eyelash glues was #1, the Kiss glues, the Ardell glues, and the House of Lashes glue. Now I do not have the House of Lashes glue on me, so I thought I might just leave it drugstore, just to leave it affordable or whatever. Even though that glue is not that expensive, it's at Sephora for about $9. I do want to try it, but I have not tried it. But these glues are glues I can speak about because I have tried them, I have tested them, and I like them. So the first glue I have here is the Kiss glue right here. Oops. But this is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe in the color black. Alright, yeah, so this glue retails for $3.99. I got mine from Harmon's Value, which is like a beauty supply store-ish. But you can find this at any drugstore, Walmart, CVS, Rite Aid, etc., etc. This one says it has aloe in it, and it also has latex in it. So if you are allergic to latex, this is not the one for you. The next glue I have is the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive, and I also have this one in the color black. Now this glue, as the Ardell is, it's a little bit more pricey. The retail on this is $7.90. However, I did not get it for that price, and you can get it for a lot cheaper at Walmart. I got mine at Harmon's for around $5, I think, dollars. You can get it at any CVS or any drugstore. So yeah, I do have one more, but it's a duo one, but I believe this is discontinued because it has a very controversial ingredient in it called formaldehyde. So I would suggest, if you did see this in a store, to not buy it, because it makes your eyes like super itchy and watery, which is, although I really do like this glue, I did notice that it does make your eyes watery at times. So just a little PSA on that one. A little bit of tips before I get started. For eyelashes, my recommendation is that you get a black eyelash glue. Both of the glues I have here are black. It just blends in a little bit more, even though these glues will say they dry clear or they dry white. Sometimes they don't always do, and if you get a black glue, you're less likely to see mistakes, you know, on your eyelash, you know, because sometimes we make mistakes when we apply our eyelashes. So a black is gonna, it's more beginner friendly, and it just makes more sense, because if you're gonna wear eyeliner, it will blend right in. I also suggest that you get some tweezers. I know that there are some people who use their fingers to apply lashes. Yeah, good for y'all, but I don't know how to do that. I struggle because I have nails. No, it doesn't work for me. Just get tweezers. I ain't got no type. Like, I can use any tweezers. These are just some really old Revlon tweezers. You can't even see the label anymore. Got these from Walmart. You can use any tweezers, it really doesn't matter. As long as you can grip the lash with them, you're good. You straight. The next thing, scissors, but scissors are, I use scissors only because I have a really small eye and most lashes are too long. I mean not too long. Well, yeah, the width is way too long for my eye, so I always cut my more higher end type of lashes, not like the drugstore lashes or whatever, because those don't usually come so wide. I would recommend a eyelash curler. Now this is like not necessary, this is optional, but this one is Dollar Tree. Yeah, I know, Dollar Tree. I would suggest, you know, get like a Revlon one, or get, you know, one from Walmart, because this one works perfectly fine for me, but sometimes the rubbers on these things will fall out, and yeah. Most of the time I just use my finger anyway, just to crimp the lashes together. The next thing you will need is mascara. Now, some people put mascara on before or after. It doesn't matter. It just depends on like what works for you. I put mine on after because I feel like if I put it on first, it's gonna curl my eyelashes up and it's gonna get in my way of putting the lashes on top. So that's just me, whatever works for you. But either way, you need something to blend your real lashes with your fake lashes, because sometimes when you turn to the side, you can see your real lashes under the fake ones. If you're a beginner, I would suggest that you use lashes that have invisible lash bands, such as these. These look kind of broke down, but it's easier to manage. It's more malleable, you know, you can easily put it in your eye, whereas something like this, super thick, and the lash band is not going to be as easy for you to manipulate and put it on your eye. The ones I like the most, these are just some TJ Maxx lashes. It says Lashes for Days Cosmania. I don't quite know. It's called the Glam Wispies. These are really cute. But some of my other favorites are pretty much every Ardell style, but in particular I like the Wispies, I like the double ups, I like demi Wispies. Those would be my favorites out of Ardell. And then Kiss, I like their Wispies as well. And I like pretty much every Kiss lash, and you can get them for a little bit cheaper than the Ardell lashes. Also, I like Cocoa lashes. They have a bunch of different styles. I pretty much shop for lashes everywhere, including like Amazon, TJ Maxx, anywhere where I see lashes, the dollar store. I can make any lash work, and you can make any lash work too. That's why I'm here to help you. I'm gonna go ahead and put on these. I'm going to use both glues, and I'm going to show you guys, you know, basically how I put them on. So I have my eyelash right here. This eyelash is so long, like, so some people do measure, you know, their eyelashes and see how long it is, but for me, I just kind of know. I would suggest you measure yours out and see how much you want to cut off. You can see like that joint is hanging off, so I need to cut at least like half an inch off of it to make it fit. I'm going to just take my scissor, and these are just like some hair scissors, and I'm just cutting off like a hole. Since these are gapped, I'm just cutting where this little gap is right here. And I also cut off any excess band. I don't know why some lashes just come up with excess band. Now if I put that on, that's a lot better. A lot better. You see how it's not hanging off? Now for the hard part. Let's start with the quick set. The number one issue people are saying is that these eyelash glues take way too long, and no one has time for that. I understand you, and yeah, so I'm here to help. For this one, I use it for like, I use this one like 2 times, and it's not my favorite, but just because it's not a brush on, it's like a weird hard tip brush. It's like a square or rectangle, but it really does dry really fast. For that reason, I would say put one lash, put this one, this duo quick set, do one lash at a time, because all you're going to need is about 15 seconds of drying time with this one. I'm trying to put like a thick layer on, but that's really hard with this style of applicator, but I'm doing my best to put like a thick layer on. You're not going to be able to do the other lash, put it down, wait, no, like you just need a good 15 seconds for this one. Now when you're applying your lashes, you want to go as close to your lash line as possible. I have my mirror under me, but usually I would have my mirror like this in my face, and I'm putting this. You don't want to apply lashes on your skin. I placed it in the middle, and I'm attaching it to my lash line, not my skin, like that. See, this thing dries so fast, and I'm gonna take the inner corner, and press it in. I messed up, I got on a little bit on my eye, but that's okay. But they are on. So at this point, they're on. That's gonna dry, and I'm gonna be able to just wipe that off. But at this point, you go back with your tweezer and you reinforce everything. You make sure it's really on. Because sometimes, even with the initial application, it won't be all the way on. So I'm just pressing it against my lash line and making sure it's really on there. This lash should not be like on the top of your eyelid. It should not be, you know, it should be right where your eyelid and your eyelash kind of meet. So yeah, with this glue, you don't get a lot of give. That's right. Now, something I tend to do a lot is mess up and some parts of my eye won't have glue. What I do in that case, I take the applicator and I go right at the band where it's not attached, put a little glue on there, and I just give it a second to dry, and then I'll go back and just apply that. Tweezers, and press that in. Now before you put mascara or anything, you just leave that eye alone. Do whatever the rest of your makeup, you know. So I cut this one a little short, so they're not gonna be like even, but that's okay. Yeah. This one I'm gonna go ahead and use the Kiss Lash. And by the way, I forgot to say that these lashes come with instructions, and the instructions are usually dead on. Like it says, trim your eyelashes, apply a thin line of adhesive, wait 30 seconds, and then apply lash along lash line. It's literally right there in the back for you. You just have to follow it. So so yeah, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to apply, what I like to do is apply a thick layer. I know they usually say to apply a thin layer, but I apply a thick layer of this one, like thickish layer of this, and I just like to just let that sit for that 30 seconds like it says. So after those 30 seconds, I'll be right back. And when you're applying lash glue, you want to make sure that you have lash glue along the beginning of the lash and the tail end of the lash, because that's the most vital part. Because if those areas don't have glue, your eyelash is going to just fall off, or it's going to be hanging off. And I've been there, and I still am there at times. So I'm just giving it a little fan on the center of my lash and place it down just like before. So I just place it down. And then I go to the end. Place that right up against my lash line. And it's on. Now I go to the beginning of the lash. And push that in. And the lash is on. Now I'm gonna go in the middle and just reinforce that and make sure it's on. And that's it, the lash is on, y'all. The lash is on. Now at this point, you just let it sit there, let it dry, and then wait till you can put some mascara on. Last things last, you want to curl your eyelashes. I'm going to use these curlers right here and just try to get to the base of my lash. Look up and curl those bad boys. Curl your fake lashes and your real lashes together. Don't just grab your fake eyelashes. You want to make sure that makes a world of a difference. Then I'm just gonna grab my mascara. I'm using Roller Lash. It really doesn't matter what eyelash you use. If you're going to be in a situation where it's really hot or you feel like, you know, you might cry, use waterproof, but I'm just gonna use Roller Lash because it's my favorite at the moment. And what this does, it really just, it makes that area just darker, of course, and it just really blends your fake and your real lashes together. If you really want to keep it real, I really prefer the Kiss Lash adhesive. I just like the applicator on this way better. But some people really like a quick setting formula, whereas for me, I don't mind putting my lash down for 30 seconds and doing the rest of my face. That doesn't bother me. But yeah, they both get the job done. I could use any adhesive and make it work for me. That's just how I am. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys learned something from this video. Just remember, all this stuff takes practice. You know, just give it a try. Hair glue down for a second, give it a try. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Sun shining, I'ma shine on. Young nigga, get your grind on. Gotta keep the fight on. Meditate, get your mind on. Keep the lights on. When you beat the odds, it's a milestone. Sun shining, I'ma shine on. Young nigga, get your grind on. Gotta keep the fight on. Meditate.